Welcome. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing and overview of the components of the Dungeons & Lasers Dwarven Mine set, published by Archon Studio. So down at the table, in addition to playing a lot of solo games, I do play a lot of role-playing games, so I do enjoy having a lot of terrain and other things to enhance that experience. So Archon Studio reached out to me to see if I'd like to highlight their terrain. So they've sent me the Dwarven Mine set and the Abomination Vault, which is in a separate video. And I figured that'd be something you'd like to look at, so we'll go ahead and see what this is. So you can see what we can construct with that. Doors included, built-in grid, half-height walls, which are cool if you want to move your minis around. Got some things to customize it, modular. It does come unpainted, and some assembly is required. So descend into a Dwarven mine, a forgotten and mysterious place, once filled with the sounds of hammers and laughter. Now people say it's abandoned, or is it? So with a few plastic clicks, turn your favorite map into a real dungeon on your gaming table. Place your miniatures, including mimics, and roll for initiative. Walls will move to reveal hidden areas, doors will be unlocked, and treasures will be discovered. It is all up to you, adventurers. Forget about the glue. This is solid Dwarven craft. So taking a look inside, got a pamphlet for some of their products here. So the Pathfinder terrain set, which I'll have a different unboxing on. And then we've got the Dwarven Mine. You can see that retails for $59, what we're looking at. And they've got a couple other sets you can get a hold of. And here we have the Dwarven Mine Scroll of Assembly. Just going over that process. So we do have to cut some things off sprues, possibly file some things down. Then we can connect them with their pieces, assemble some doors, and put in some torches, and we should have enough to build this scene right there. So on our first sprue, basically we have the connectors. So whether we're putting map to map or map to wall or doors, and some pieces here for filling in some spaces. And I think we have 6 other sets here, and all 6 of these, I believe, are going to be the exact same thing. Just taking a look at them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So each of them is going to have a 2x2 floor section, a 2x4 floor section. Then we have a long wall section, and 1, 2, 3, 4 other wall sections. Then we have a door archway, door itself, torch, another torch, and then a post with a lantern hanging from it. So just taking a quick look at the details there. And of course, to take this apart, we're going to need a special tool. So just go through and snip these pieces off. And I'll come back after I snip all of one section off, and we'll take a closer look at the pieces. All right, so I've taken everything off of one of the sprues and a few of our connecting pieces so we can see how everything works. So as far as our floor sections, like I said, it's a 2x2 grid there, and it's spaced out so it's easy to tell where your miniatures are supposed to go. And of course on the back, how we'll place in other pieces to make connections. Then our longer section, a 2x4 grid. Then we have 5 wall sections, 1 long stretch, and then 4 smaller stretches, and 2 of these has an area where you can attach the torches. So we've got 2 torches, and they'll just slide right on in there. Then our second wall section, 3rd, and her 4th wall section. That's got a spot for another torch. Then we have a post with our lantern. Everything's very sturdy. Real impressed with how hard plastic this is. I don't think we're going to have any issues with them breaking or falling apart. And of course, we've got a doorway and a door. Basically, we just take our hinges, push those in, and we've got an open door and a closed door. So I'll go ahead and finish cutting out the others. We'll go over setting these up. So basically, you just put one in there, then you connect in, And if you're not happy with that little hole section there, there's a way to cover that up, but that hole's there in case you need to put in a wall in between the two areas. But say if it's an open pathway, what you do is you take this little piece here, and that's going to fit down in the grooves. And we'll press that in. And then we can connect it like so. So that way there's not a hole in the center. And then for doors and walls, we'll take these half pieces and we can set those up around the edges or wherever we need to. And take a long section and just put that in there. Throw our wall in there in a small area so everything fits in there real nicely and very sturdy. And we can peek inside. So I'll finish cutting all these off and then we'll get back to the table. All right, so I got everything punched out here, which means we've got 12 floors, 30 walls, 6 doors, 6 doorways, and 18 extra bits. And everything seems extremely sturdy. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about is swinging the doors open multiple times. I mean, it's going to come off the hinges pretty quick, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It pops right in really quick. So just being careful when you open and close the doors. I think everything's going to be fine. And now the hard part, putting everything together to see if we can make this happen. So I'll start getting a floor plan laid out and then come back with some final pieces there. And getting ready for the final touches here. So we've got the long section in the back, this big room, and the hallway will finish up here. So as you can see, this stuff is pretty sturdy. So if you need to construct it at home and then transport it, should be good as long as you're a little careful in the process there. So we can connect this piece onto that one and then this one onto here. Then it's just a matter of finishing up the walls. Let's see, according to this, we've got a small room here and a door, well, passageway without a door. So we can go ahead and take this door off and place it on in there. And then we're just finishing up the corners. And we'll make it so that we can have a torch in there. And back in this area, we'll have a torched room. And then put our doorway in. And let's see, we don't need any more torches on that spot. So we're just placing those in. Got a long piece we can use there. Have a torch at the end. And across the hallway. So as you can see, everything fits together real smoothly. And we've got a couple pieces left over. So there we go. We can try to pick this up. Like I said, I didn't connect that the best. Now everything's falling apart. But usually pretty sturdy, and if it does fall apart, hey, it's real easy to sit back down and just press back in. So that's the pieces there, and we can add some posts in there with lights and throw some adventures around. Someone getting locked in. Now all we need is some dice that can betray us, and we are done with the construction. So all in all, very sturdy materials here, so feels top quality. If you're into painting, definitely going to spice it up some, but even without paint, looks good. So with that, hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If so, please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.